It's been an honor and a privilege to serve as Health Committee Chairman now for the last few years. I think a lot of people look at it as my background in healthcare is kind of the reason I've done this, but I like to think it's because I know what it's like. You know, I always grew up the little fat kid and got picked on a lot and things like that. It's still battling away today. But something tells me that if I'd have had to go nose to nose with our next speaker every morning, things might have been a little bit different. Being a Jackson, Mississippi native, I think more people be familiar also with his time at Mississippi State, where he was an all-SEC linebacker. He also went on the NFL, XFL, and CFL, played there. And before you think it's just all muscle, he also has his Master's of Science in Sports Administration and a pending Doctorate of Exercise Science, as well as coaching and experience on the high school and collegiate levels. But this last part here I really enjoy. It says, in addition to Paul's educational and athletic experience, he has a God-given ability to motivate. He brings a passion and intensity to his training that is infectious, and there's nothing he loves more than to see those he trains succeed. So with no further ado, I'd like to welcome Mr. Paul Lacoste.
I want to recognize a few people. Michael Evans is one of our legislators that just finished doing Fit for Change. Michael, if you'll please stand. Michael, I'm very proud of you. Also like to recognize Whit Hughes with P3 Elevations up here on the front row. Also, Rob Diaz. Rob, are you here? Rob, right here on the front row. Rob, I had the opportunity to train Rob, a part of People magazine, several years ago. They came here to Mississippi and wanted to watch us lose weight and see if we could achieve that. And Rob was one of the Mississippians that was chosen, and Rob and I had the opportunity to work with each other, and I trained Rob. Rob, how much weight did you lose in that year or total?
About 85 pounds.
About 85 pounds Rob took off and won the contest, so we're really proud of Rob. Well, you know, if a workout guy is going to show up, you're going to have to do something, and I saw those beignets and those croissants and some of that other stuff out front, so everybody stand up right where you are. Stand up. I want y'all to watch these guys. I'm going to get them in an athletic position. This is a familiar move that we do with everybody, and y'all just watch for right now because y'all are going to have to achieve the same thing. I think a lot of us are visual learners. All right, guys, I'm going to say athletic position. I want you to pop down. We're going to go through our arm mechanics, okay? All right, here we go, Wick. Get ready. Quit acting like you're a businessman right now. Here we go. Athletic position. Good. All right, stand up a little bit, Michael. That's pretty bad. You got to move quicker than that. All right, here we go. Athletic position. Good. Go. Arm mechanics. Arm mechanics. Good. Now, everybody, they're keeping their arms at 90-degree angles. They're popping their hands back to their hip pockets. Their heads should be up and straight ahead with confidence. Look up, Rob. Perfect. Flex your abs, Rob. Your backside is wiggling way too much. Good, Evans. Good, Evans. Good, Hughes. And rest. Good. All right, so here are the coaching commands. Athletic position. And go. Again, we want to keep those arms at 90-degree angles and popping them back. Now, I saw the mayor from Ridgeland, and I see him on his bike every day. Mayor, how many miles are you trying to go this year? 6,000, and you're already at 3,000, right? I love it, brother. I love it. You're leading by example, and that's what we're looking for in Mississippi. All right, here we go. Athletic position. That's better, that's better. And go. Fast arms, fast arms, fast arms. Don't pass out on me. I know half of you didn't sign the waiver up front. Move, 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 move. Elbows back, elbows back. Flex your abs so your backside's not wiggling. That's good. That's good. And rest. Good job. Good job. Oh, we're not done. We're not done yet. No, stay up. We got one more set. We got to get rid of those donuts. One more set. Y'all are doing great. We're going to lead by example, and that's what Mississippi needs. We're fighting an issue that's a state budget issue, it's an economic development issue, and it's an education issue, and it's obesity. And our state is spending over $900 million a year to medicate our obese. And we're gonna make a change, we're gonna make a difference, and we can do it, and we need to start with the people that are in this room, because y'all are the true leaders. Here we go. Athletic position. Nice, people, you're looking fabulous. And go. Fast arms, fast arms, fast arms, fast arms. Open up your hands. Good, good, good. Good, good. Fast arms, and rest. Good job, good job. Y'all have a seat. I just heard somebody over here in this area said, that's the most I've done in 25 years. I'm about to pass out. You and the gray hair over there, I see you. Age is only a number, people. Age is only a number. I'm going to talk a little bit about obstacles. And obstacles, give you a little bit of background and history on myself. I'm the youngest of 4 boys. Love all my brothers. Grew up in a very tough environment having 3 older brothers, and I have a wonderful mother and father and a mother with unbelievable determination. Early on, first grade, they called my mother and said, "You got to come get this kid." She got to the school and she said, "You got to go get him tested. He is as hyperactive as he can be." So she went and took me and got me tested. Of course, I was hyper, perfect for what I do now for a living, right? Just like a bigger version of Richard Simmons. They also found out I had a reading disability. But with a mother that was an educator, she took the determination and really made me work hard at school and stayed on me every day. My freshman year before I went off to college, here's her last boy leaving the house. The nest is empty, and I'm in the driveway leaving, going to 2-a-days, and I'm thinking, you know, she's going to cry and be sad, and Dad's going to have to hold her. And she looks at me and she says, "Well, I hope you make it." And then I started crying. I said, "What, you don't think I'm going to make it?" And she said, I hope you make it. I've put a lot of time and a lot of work into you, and I want you to do something special." And I took those words to heart. Later on that same year, she called me and she said, "I just want you to know that you're going to be a coach. I don't know what you're going to decide to major in or where you think your life's going, but you will be a coach." And I told her she was crazy. That wasn't going to happen. I had no desire to be a coach whatsoever. Moms always know best. Later on, as you fast forward through my college years, getting ready for my junior year of college, I'd finally earned a starting job on the football field and was heading in the right direction education-wise and getting my degrees. And it was that time for my oldest brother, Jace, who was a 3-time All-American decathlete at Mississippi State, to come to Mississippi State and say, "Hey, I'm proud of my little brother. Come watch me perform as an athlete." Because I had done that my whole life. I looked at Jace and said how proud I was to be his little brother. Right before we played Memphis, the first game of the year, 2 days before the game, Jace was driving to Starkville on Highway 25, coming up early, fell asleep in his car, and hit an 18-wheeler coming the opposite direction. He died 4 hours later in Jackson. My life was tremendously changed. My hero, best friend, somebody that I looked up to and admired, a father figure to some extent because of the age difference between the two of us. It was a difficult time in my life because I so badly wanted for him to see me succeed. And I arrived at the hospital in Jackson, and my father said to me, "Paul, would you like to say goodbye to him?" And I said yes. And I went into a hospital room where they had my brother laying on a table, my hero, a man that was 6'5", about 245 pounds of muscle, strong, tough, religious man, believed in God, wonderful friend, well-educated man, just a wonderful, wonderful guy, strong, 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 laying there dead and lifeless. I grabbed his hand and I said, "You're my hero. You always have been. And everything I do in my life, I want to make you proud. My promise to you is to do my best and give it my all." And that I didn't realize how that would ring throughout my life and how it continually has. I went through a training program with a guy named Randy Smythe from Portland, Oregon. And Randy later went on to work with the Dallas Cowboys and Nike, and the Nike Corporation called Randy and said, "Randy, we're looking for coaches that know the system of speed, agility, quickness training as well as you do." And he said, "Well, there's a guy in Mississippi that knows it. You ought to give him a call. He's a young guy, he's in college, but he's good." And I got a phone call from Nike, and I started traveling the country while I was in college, putting on seminars in inner city schools all over the country. I would arrive in Miami, to Chicago, New York, everywhere, LA, and have 20 coaches that I would instruct, and we would take athletes and kids through our programs. And the industry continued to grow. Sports agents throughout the country would hire me to train their athletes and get them ready for the NFL Combine, the NBA season, the Major League Baseball. And as that grew, also training youth athletes grew and teaching running form and mechanics. And while I'm training the youth athletes, I'm looking out as parents are sitting in the cars or pulling up and sitting in lawn chairs, and through the years, I'm watching the parents get bigger and bigger and bigger. The first group of adults that I trained happened as I was training a group of pro athletes. A guy stuck his head around the corner and he said, "Hey, I just want to get rid of this belly. It's huge, I got to get rid of it." And I said, "All right, I'm going to train you like an athlete." And that's how it all started. First team of adults that I trained had a group that went through. It's pretty tough. There was only 6 of them. And there's a guy named Clark Bruce that I had the opportunity to train, and he lost 82 pounds in 12 weeks. He came to me after that and he said, "Hey, you're a great coach, you're a great trainer. I want to help you run your business." And ever since then, Clark has been my right-hand guy and helped taking next level sports to the next level. As I've already shared with you, Mississippi spends over $900 million a year medicating our obese. The United States is spending over $400 billion. As I've shared with you before and I've learned throughout the years, this is a state budget issue, it's an economic development issue, and it's an education issue. We are the fattest country in the world. Now, to put it in perspective, Mississippi is the fattest state and the fattest country in the world. We here in Mississippi, we're the fattest people on planet Earth. We can beat this, and we will. As I went through training adults, I had the opportunity to train a lady who is a state lobbyist, Miss Angela Ladner. And as I was training Angela, she said, "Paul, I really believe that you need to meet 2 legislators." She brought me to the state capitol and introduced me to Steve Holland and Terry Burton. If any of you guys know Steve Holland and Terry Burton, they're opposite ends of the spectrum. And we shared our story that we wanted to train our state legislators to lead by example. And these 2 guys took it and ran with it. No one, as I went around the state, trying to raise money through Victory Sports Foundation, which is a 501c3 public charity that I started years ago in honor of my brother Jace and his legacy and having a living legacy for him. No one believed that our state legislators would go through this program during the legislative session. I'd go to meet with business leaders and community people and say, here's what I want to do. I want to take the legislators through a program, help them lead by example. It'll be the first time ever in the country that this has ever happened. And I usually got the same response. Number one, none of them are going to sign up. The ones that sign up, they're going to quit. And there's no way they're going to get through your intense program. They just won't do it. I went back home to my wife, Laura, who's a physical therapist, an Ocean Springs girl. And she had worked all along the Mississippi Gulf Coast doing home health. And she said at the age of 60, 65, she usually wouldn't see people that were obese when she would go to their homes to help them with their aching joints and bones and things like that she works with as a physical therapist. And I asked her, I said, "Why wouldn't you see them?" And she said most of the people that were heavy had already died. So she had passion for the same thing that I have passion for. And I said, "Laura, I can't get people to buy into this first year of Fit for Change." And she said, "Go for it. Let's do it ourselves." And we did. With a 1-year-old son, we went after it and funded it ourselves. The first year, our state legislators signed up, lost over 1,400 pounds in year 1. Not one of them quit. I had help from St. Dominic's Hospital, who knew that we needed medical care, who believed in me from the beginning. Also, the CELO agency realized the opportunity that this would be for the state of Mississippi and the impact it would have on our country. Also, the Mississippi Beverage Association with Mr. Ron Aldridge jumped on board during this time period and realized the importance in what was happening. The state took notice of what our legislators were doing, and the nation did as well. The program appeared on CNN and Fox and over 600 newspapers around the country and around the world. It earned over $4 million in earned media the first year. In 2011, it was a different program. When I would go out to speak to people about our fundraising and Victory Sports Foundation, how this was a tax write-off, how they could be involved and help our leaders lead by example. It's a different story. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi Foundation jumped on board and helped lead the charge as our title sponsor. In 2011, Fit for Change saw over 3,073 pounds lost, which is unbelievable. Also in 2011, Fit for Teaching, where we trained our state educators. Teachers lost 3,175 pounds. They beat the legislators. Last year, Holocaust sports program saw over 11,000 pounds in weight lost. In 2012, our new governor, Governor Phil Bryant, had a meeting with me and said, Paul, you've got to keep going with this initiative and you've got to spread a footprint statewide. And I said, yes, sir, that is my plan and that's what I'm planning on doing and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be relentless in my pursuit for Mississippi to become healthy and lead by example and to conquer obesity. Last year, the year we just finished with Michael Evans and the group that just went through, our group of legislators led by example again and lost over 3,504 pounds in 12 weeks. Truly remarkable. Earned over $12 million in earned media. My mission as your coach, your state coach, is to beat obesity and help you. As our elected officials, you have a responsibility, as our mayors have talked about already today. You have a responsibility to lead the people that have elected you, and I have a responsibility as your coach to help you. As we spread our statewide footprint, my next mission is Fit for the Coast. It's a wonderful opportunity to be here today because I'm also here speaking to you, and I will leave here and have meetings throughout the day, fundraising. I need your help. The mayor's here from the coast. I need to get in touch with you. I need to meet with you. I need to meet with the people in your communities that can help us fund this program and train over 200 people here starting in September. This will give them the opportunity to go through this program for free. It's 12 weeks of training, 4 days a week, nutritional seminars throughout, and it's a full holistic approach to changing someone's life. My goal, again, is to look back at this $900 million that we're spending, and it's growing every year as a state, and give that back to our legislators and help them do better things with that money. Help them use it for education. Michael, you know what your goal is, and you know what you have to do, and you know what your teammates have to do. We will do this. One thing that I'm asking you to do today, or at some point during your conference while you have a little time away from your home, I would like for you to set goals, set your personal goals. I'd like for you to write these goals down on several sheets of paper. One set I'd like for you to put by your bed. One set I'd like to put in your car, and one set at your desk at work. And I want you to read them. Read the one at your bed when you get up, when you go to bed. Read the one in your car after you stop driving. Also read the one at your desk when you get to work and when you leave work. Have them be goals that you can reach. Girls, one of my favorite things from Dr. Valverde at St. Dominic's Hospital, he's the head of the psychiatric department, and obesity is a mental health issue. He says, girls and guys, go to your closet or go shopping and get that dress that you want or get that suit out that you can't quite button, guys, and put it out in front of you where you see it every single day, and it's visually right in front of you. It's not stuffed in a closet. And you set those goals and you follow those goals and you get up every morning and you start riding a bike like our mayor from Ridgeland. Or you start walking or you start jogging and you start moving and you get yourself going and you wait for me to come to your town to go through this program for us so I can train you. And you will get in that dress. Next, I want to talk to you about nutrition. I felt like running through the back alleyway back there up front where all those beignets and muffins were and picking them up and throwing them over like Jesus did. but I knew Miss Veazey up here would never invite me back to speak to y'all again if I did that. And I was watching Whit, and I said, Whit, you better keep your eyes away from that muffin over there. We got to think the colors of the rainbow. The colors of the rainbow are wonderful for you because there's different nutritional value in those colors. Think fruits and vegetables. When you're preparing your foods, I'd like for you to grill it, bake it, do anything but fry it. And that's the way you're going to feel after you finish eating it. We will win, Mississippi. We can win. I need your help, and you need to help the people that have elected you to the positions that you're in. To learn more about Paul Lacoste Sports, please go to paullacoste.com. The biggest thing I can tell you, one of my passions about our company, is our motto, and it's about the next level, living your life at the next level. The next level is everything that you do. Your religious beliefs, your family, your workouts, your work as an elected official leading this state. We must and we will go to the next level. So right where you are, if you would please stand up. Please stand up one more time. I'd like for you to put your hand on the shoulder next to a person next to you. Put your hand on them, touch them. We're going to the next level, Mississippi, and there's no exceptions. We're not turning back. You can achieve success. It's discipline. People in your life have helped you have discipline. Probably your parents, your mother, your father, your grandparents, your coaches, your teachers. As adults, we've got to get that discipline back. When you reach for that thing that you know you shouldn't put in your body, don't do it. I tell the athletes I train, if you want to order a pizza, go ahead, order the pizza, then go to your bathroom, take all your clothes off, and look at yourself in the mirror while you eat that pizza. And if you can still do it, be my guest. And it's amazing how that mirror test works every time. Same with that ice cream. Lots of water, people. I want you drinking water, water, water. Water's wonderful for your body. We're going to the next level. I'm going to yell 1, 2, 3, and you will all as a team, because we are a team, Mississippi. I want you to scream next level, because that's where we're going. 1, 2, 3. Next level. Great job. Thank y'all so much. Our message here is to help our leaders lead by example and help our state officials to be the best that they can be in fighting obesity, working with nutrition and health and wellness and workouts, and helping them focus to help the people that elected them to lead by example.
We were the first town to win the Healthy Hometown Award in Hernando, and we just spent the prize money, the $50,000 prize money, and we had an old high school football field and track that was donated by the Board of Education, and the rubberized track was about 30 years old, and it was unsafe, so we now have a state-of-the-art rubberized track open to the public in Hernando, and this money helped make that possible. Thank you, Sheila. I'll turn it over to you.
The Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi Foundation provides targeted grants to improve the health of Mississippians in every area of our state. We have a three-pronged strategy targeting our schools, our universities and colleges and communities. I will mention just a few examples of projects funded in each of these areas. In schools across Mississippi, the foundation has provided grants for Project Fit America that includes indoor and outdoor exercise equipment, PE curriculum, and ongoing training and support for PE teachers. The foundation has provided funding in 188 elementary and middle schools throughout our state, an investment of over $5 million in Mississippians' future. This grant program has reflected marked improvement in the students' health as well as improvement in their BMI levels as well. And as we all know, studies reflect that the more fit our students are, the better they perform academically in the classroom. For our universities and colleges, the foundation funds projects that infuse a culture of health and wellness on their campuses that extends out and into the communities and, yes, into those schools. The foundation began at Delta State University, where the campus is now totally tobacco-free and where incoming freshmen take a required class in health and wellness to learn about the importance of healthy eating and exercise. In the small hometown category, with a population of less than 5,000, This city has made much progress with their health and wellness efforts and has passed a no smoking ordinance, a healthy city employee policy, and a complete streets policy. The city is actively focused on health and wellness with the development of numerous walking clubs in their city. This Delta town in 2012 is our Healthy Hometown Small Town winner and recipient of a $25,000 grant. This city is City of Duncan, Mayor Charles Harvey. The next city is in our large population category with a population of over 15,000. This city is a first-time applicant in the Healthy Hometown program, and their application reflects many actions to improve health and wellness for their citizen. One of the judges commented, and I quote, "Sounds like this city would be a great and healthy place to live." Another judge said, "The city, quote, is to be applauded for the tremendous strides and initiatives they have made in the health and wellness of their hometown," end quote. The 2012 large population Healthy Hometown winner and recipient of a $25,000 grant, City of Greenwood, Mayor Carolyn Adams. The last city we are going to announce is the healthiest hometown in Mississippi for 2012. This city has been a participant in the Healthy Hometown program since its inception, and they are to be applauded for their absolutely stellar health and wellness efforts in our state, in this particular city. They have shown outstanding leadership. About this city's winner, one of the judges commented, quote, "Solid and ambitious planning and undertaking. Mayor-centric effort clearly locks in the municipality," end quote. This city absolutely excels in the key areas of community leadership and involvement, promotion, support, and encouragement of exercise, tobacco-free community, encouragement of healthy community nutrition, and ensuring healthy students. I'm very proud this year to announce that the winner of the 2012 Healthiest Hometown and recipient of a $50,000 grant is the City of Tupelo, Mayor Jack Reed Jr.